it's funny. I was just sitting with an old friend of mine, and he wanted to hear the demo of it because he like was confused. Not confused. He was like so psyched on how the chorus is like a weird like 6. It's like a 6 or 6.5 4 like time signature. Like it's sort of. I did this kind of like weird. It's not as good. I'm not trying to compare it, but it was inspired by how, you know, the riff in Kashmir, like it never turns around where you want it to turn around, which is what makes it a cool riff. Like it never starts. It's not like a standard count. It's like a 2/4 or something like that. And that was sort of the intention, just to try to make it like rubber bandy and like weird, like, oh my god, it keeps turning around at like the wrong place, but in a way that makes like a boring riff interesting. Kind of like another example is Them Bones, Alice in Chains. Like that's a riff that like if it was 4/4 it would be so boring, but since it's like I think 3/4, it's like a really kind of cool, interesting riff. I was listening to Hot Snakes at the time, and I think that's like, you know, I didn't try to nail what they were doing, but that was like sort of some of the inspiration between the kind of like more loose, noisy punk rock stuff that happens like in the verses. With the video, I came from, you know, and I came from this time when music videos were big productions, and there was like a story. A lot of them were like really funny. A lot of them were filmic, and even like a lot of like film directors nowadays got their start like doing music videos. Spike Jonze being like a big example. And so myself and the director Brandon Dermer were close friends, and we worked together on a bunch of other things. So we wrote this treatment, and we tried to see how we could get it done for very cheap. So we were able to get a lot of people who were just into the song and into the idea to do it for very little money. And it worked out really well. But I always want to try to make like anything that can like dip its toes into horror. I like to make it. I would like to make it. So that's what we got to do here, is we got to do this kind of body horror effect stuff, and I'm like such a fucking nerd about that. So, and thank God Scott is too. He's really like, he was the one that was able to get Jerry Constantine to come and lend his awesome talents for very little money. And it ended up, you know, we made like a very inexpensive video look like an expensive video, which is, it's a feat that no one cares about, but I care.
Did you do the mics?
No.
You didn't plug in the mics?
No.
Oh, all right, yeah, it's fine. We'll get it later.